Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. No issues whatsoever. Okay, great. So how are you guys? Is it fine? Good? How are you? Is it fine? Good, great, amazing. What is the scenario right over there, guys? Yeah, so apparently my grandfather just passed away. So I had to go to Patna, and yeah, this is what I got there. That is the reason why I look a bit bald, right? But I'm totally fine. And yeah, that is the reason why I was not there for the boot camps the past few days. How many of you guys are from the OYO boot camp? Could you guys let me know? Anybody who is from the OYO boot camp, the previous boot camp that we had, please let me know, guys. Anybody who is from the OYO boot camp in this particular boot camp, guys, please let me know. Yes, so many of you guys are here. We are going to continue the bootcamp, guys. I'm really very sorry that I was not able to be there. I was not able to take up the project for you guys. My grandfather just passed away. It was very shocking to me as well. He was 90 years old, so that is something that is good. According to me, he lived a very good life. But I had to immediately go to my hometown itself, and I was not able to take up your classes. So for those who are coming up from the OYO bootcamp, I have just a small request from you guys. If somebody is asking about the OYO bootcamp in the live chat, just let them know that tomorrow at 7 o'clock we're going to continue with our previous bootcamp as well. So 7 o'clock to 8:15 will be our previous bootcamp on OYO. We'll be completing our project. We'll be learning a lot more right over there. And for our new candidates, our new people who are joining this particular bootcamp on cloud computing with A to Z, your classes will be always on 8:15 daily. So you don't have to be, you don't have to worry about it. And thank you so much, guys, for your what are you saying? So I really appreciate that. It was a tough time for me and my family, but yeah, things happen. Everybody comes and goes. One thing that I've learned from being there, watching all the rituals, is two things that I've really understood, that life is very precious. Okay. Do not take it up lightly what you have been given, what you are here for. You'd never know what is going to happen at what particular point of time. So always live your life to the fullest. Try to leave an impact behind, okay, to the next generation, to the next people that are going to be there, who are going to inhabit the planet Earth, okay. And the second thing that I've learned is the Indian traditions, right? Although like even I am not that inclined towards, I'm an atheist, right? I don't believe in the concept of gods. I love the concepts of all the temples and everything, but I really don't like think about somebody as a god. I think about them being a great men that have lived in the past, that had certain virtues that we should be following right now. So that thing that I went through right now, I understood that the traditions that the people have left behind have a long lasting impact. They help you deal with a lot of all these things like stress, depression, anxiety, ADHD, and all these different mental disorders that you guys are hearing about right now. If you really follow the traditions that have been laid out by the people before you, maybe you don't believe in them, but it will help you to go across whatever problems that you're facing in life. Really, trust me on this, it really helps. Okay, so people, a person like me, if it is saying that, like, it really carries a lot of weightage. Please believe me. Like, I really didn't understood these things, but this time I've really seen it very personally, and I have understood this, that this is something that you guys should definitely try to bring in your daily life. Okay, so I'll leave these depressing things behind. Let's focus upon what we are here for, right? Today is the first day of learning cloud computing in 7 days, guys. I'll ask you a very simple question. What is cloud computing? We'll start with that, guys. Do not worry. I'm going to teach you guys everything from the basics. I'm going to make sure that you guys are understanding everything. We'll do a lot of different practicals as well. We're going to learn about EC3 instances, S3 buckets, a lot more as well. So I want you guys to let me know, what do you understand by the term cloud computing? Of course, do not worry. It is fine to be wrong. We are here to learn. We are not here to prove that, okay, I know shit. Okay. That is not what these boot camps are for. We are here to learn, guys. What do you understand? Like, even if you don't know anything about web development, you don't know anything about cloud computing itself, if you hear this term for the very first time, cloud computing, what do you understand by that? Okay, so big data analytics, okay, no issues, very far away from the topic, but okay, web service, okay, the internet, okay, storage service, okay, Google Drive, example, okay, storage of data on the cloud, okay, internet, okay, online platform for web services, web services provided on cloud, data analytics, okay. Okay, so what I'm able to understand is most of the stuff that you guys are saying is a very small portion of cloud computing, actually. Like, not even a very small, but actually the smallest portion of cloud computing. That is what you guys are letting me know. So let's start with the basics, guys. Let's start with the basics, okay? Again, guys, today is going to be a theoretical class. Tomorrow onwards, it is going to be a practical class. I'll give you guys an introduction to the bootcamp as well. In these 7 days, there are going to be multiple practicals laid out throughout the 7 days, with multiple projects being there. For example, deploying a website, a static website to an S3 bucket, deploying a dynamic website to EC2 instance, and a lot more as well. So these are some of the examples of the projects that we are going to build. At the end of the bootcamp, you guys are also going to receive 3 certificates at the end. One will be from DevTown, one will be from Google, and one will be from Amazon. So 3 certificates will be received by you on your email IDs. Whatever you are using to attend the bootcamp, you will be getting those certificates right over there. The bootcamp as well as the certificates are completely free of cost. We don't charge anything for the bootcamps. We don't charge anything for the certificates. But being very frank with you guys, certificates are not important. Believe me when I'm saying this, certificates are not important. Okay, so why would you believe what I'm saying? So let me reframe this. My name is Shaurasana, and I will be your instructors for the next 7 days. I started out my career. So have you guys heard about BITS Pilani? Have you guys heard about BITS Pilani, guys? Please let me know. BITS Pilani. Have you guys heard about this college named as BITS Pilani, guys? Yes, everybody has heard about BITS Pilani, right? One of the best colleges in India. It ranks among the top 3 colleges in India compared to IIT Bombay and IIT Madras itself. So I'm not from that particular college, okay? The reason why I have to introduce my college as this is because whenever I introduce my college to somebody, they just understand it's BITS Pilani, and then I have to like be like, nay, that is not the case. So my college name was BIT Meshra. It was a small college in Jharkhand near Ranchi itself. So that was my college right over there. It is a tier 3 college itself. It is not a very good college. So yeah, many of you guys might also be from a very reputed college, and that's great, guys. So I was not one of those, I didn't study very hard in 11th and 12th, and that was the result of getting into a shitty ass college, right? But yeah, I studied right over there. In the second year of my college, I got a 2 months internship in Reliance Industries as a data analyst intern. I extended that internship to 3 months itself. So 3 months was my internship duration. In the third year of my college, I got a 6 months internship in Geo as a data scientist intern. After that, I got my very first job opportunity in Google. I worked in Google for almost 1.5 years as an Explore ML lead, as a machine learning lead at Google. After working at Google for 1.5 years, I got a very good opportunity at a startup, and I joined right over there. It gave me like somewhere around 30% more increment than Google Google was paying me, so I was like, fuck it, let's join there itself. And I've been working there since a very long period of time. I've also worked with various different companies like Fastnell, with Zomato, Cred as well. So yeah, that is my background for the past 3 years. Along with being a senior software engineer, I'm also currently a technical recruiter. So I have been recruiting for multiple different companies like Microsoft, Atlassian, then we have companies like Google, Zomato, and many other companies. I've been a technical recruiter right over there. So I'm the person that you will be seeing at the end of your interviews. If you guys are going to give interviews for these companies, I might be one of your interviewers as well. So taking up all that knowledge, I try to host these online 7 days boot camps. And being one of the recruiters for these companies, I'm being very frank with you guys, there are 2 things that you guys need to understand. Recruiters don't give a fuck about whether you are from IIT Bombay or whether you are from BIT Mishra. First, you need to understand that. For an off-campus recruitment, we don't care about it. We care whether you have the right skill set, right knowledge, and the right experience. If you have that, you will be welcomed into the company. If you don't have that, we will just be keep on looking for a new guy. Okay. Second thing, certificates do not matter. No matter how much money you are paying for the certificate, no matter you are having 200, 300 certificates, we really don't care about that. If you say to us that you know React.js, I'm just going to ask you a few questions on React.js. If you are able to answer them, I'm going to take you in. If you are not able to answer them, I think so you don't know React.js. It's as simple as that. We don't have the time to go through your certificates and everything. Okay, so like I said, guys, even though we are giving you guys 3 certificates from good companies as well, if you're here just for the certificates, please, I will definitely request you guys, do not attend these boot camps. It is a complete waste of your time. But if you're here to learn new things, you're here for the knowledge, you're here for the projects, then this is the right place to be at. Okay, so now that I have done some introductions for you guys, let's start with today's class. Again, today's class is going to be completely theoretical in nature. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting with the practicals. Will that be fine with everybody? Please let me know. Will that be fine with everybody, guys? Please let me know. Can you please give information about cloud practitioner certificates? Okay, if you guys are doing any kind of certifications from AWS or Azure without being employed, so currently you don't have any jobs, you are a fresher and you're trying to do certifications provided by AWS or Azure, you are wasting your time like anything. Companies don't want that for a fresher. I will hire a fresher based upon his skill set, what he knows, whatever projects he has done, his data structures and algorithms, his competitive programming. If I find him worthy, then I'm going to take him in the company, and then the company pays for these certificates. The company pays for getting you trained for these examinations. The company pays to get you guys these certificates. So if you as a fresher are trying to get these certificates, it's a complete waste of your time. Please focus upon the class and let's start from right over there, guys. Okay. Okay. So no more questions right now, guys. No more questions. At the end of the class, I'll give you a few minutes to ask questions. Okay, but right now let's start with the class. Let me put up the notes and let me share my screen with you guys as well. So present, share screen, and nobody will laugh at my bald head. Okay. I know I look like Rajnikant from Shivaji the Boss itself, but or Jadoo if he had a beard, but yeah, that is something that I just cannot do anything about, right? So let's get started, guys. Let me pop out my chat and let me bring it on the left hand side. Lex Luthor in some of the like occasions he had a beard as well, but in most of the occasions he had just a bald head. That's it. So again, there's nothing that can be done about that as well, right? Where is the chat? Yeah. Okay, so let's get started, guys. First of all, what do you understand by web development, guys? Let's start with the simple question. Web development, what do you understand by that? Basically developing websites, right? You create something like Zomato, you create something like Netflix, you create something like Google. That is what is called as web development. You're developing an entire website. Now for those who are thinking about it, web development is not that easy that, okay, you are going to bring in Devin AI and he's going to develop the entire Netflix for you. Okay, that's not going to be the case. These type of AIs are only going to help software engineers do the mundane work. Okay, so you need software engineers because it is very complicated for AIs to understand all these different things. So right over here, guys, web development is not that simple. Okay, think about a website as a restaurant. Okay, maybe we don't know what is web development, but we all have been to a restaurant at some particular point of time, right? I love butter chicken. I love to eat butter chicken and naan. So I go to a particular restaurant, let's say Empire. Okay, in Bangalore, I love Empire restaurant. I eat tandoori chicken masala, whatever the case is, and naan and rice right over there. So let's see. I'm going to a particular restaurant to eat. What do I see right over there? I'm the user. I'm the user coming to the restaurant to eat food. What do I see? I see a particular place where there are chairs, okay, where there are some tables right over there, where some kind of decorations, there's some kind of lightings that is there, some fans that is there, a good ambience is there where I can go and sit, where I can order some food, where I can get my food, I can eat, I can pay my bill, and as a user I can go home happily, right? So this is what we refer to as the front end of a restaurant. My handwriting and my drawing is like Picasso. Okay, it's really shitty. Some people might think it's brilliant, but some people, like if I'm a normal people, I know it's shit. So just try to understand what I'm trying to say right over here. Okay, so this place where you're going, the ambience where the user is coming right over there, interacting with the restaurant, ordering the food, doing his business, and then leaving from right over there. Okay, this is called as the front end of the restaurant, the place where the user interacts with your business. Where the user interacts with your business right over there, guys. Now this front end in a similar manner is what you guys call as your websites. When you go to your website, right, let's go to netflix.com. I don't know if Netflix is right over here or not. Let me try to go to netflix.com. Okay, so it is not there. Let me try to sign in. Yeah, incorrect password. So this website, when I'm going to the website, when I'm trying to go over the things, let me open up Instagram might be working, right? So if I go to instagram.com, this is the DevTown's profile, that is my profile right over here. So as you're able to see, this is the place where I'm able to interact with Meta as a business. So Meta owns Instagram, right? So I'm able to interact with it. I'm able to see the reels. I'm able to see how many followers I'm having, how many people am I following, how many people are watching my reels, whatever reels have I posted, okay, how many people have liked them, how many views are there, and so on and so forth. So this is called as the front end of the website. I as a user, I'm not working at Meta. I don't own Meta. I'm not even a part of Meta at any particular point of time, but this is the place where I'm able to interact as a user with our website itself, right? So that is called as the front end. And guys, again, please do not be, if you guys are living in 2024 and not in 2015, you guys should be able to realize that this apps, right? Android apps, iOS apps, TV apps, watch OS apps, okay, tablet apps, so many different apps, AR, VR apps are coming up right now. All these are just front end. Even your websites, they are just front end, guys, made with different technologies at the end of the day. All these are front end, guys, the place where you're going to interact with the business. For example, if it was a Nike business, right, you can buy a Nike shoe from the store, you can buy a Nike shoe from the particular factory outlet, you can buy the Nike shoe from a mall, you can buy a Nike shoe through the app, right? There are multiple places that you are able to interact with the business. But what is happening in the back end? What is happening in the factories? The same factory is producing those shoes, the same people are getting those raw resources, the same people are dispatching these shoes to various different locations. The shoes are the same, just the place where the user is able to interact with the business is different. That is what is called as the front end of any business. In a similar manner, particular thing like Netflix can have its own website, can have its own app, Android app, an iOS app, a TV apps, a watch OS app, an AR VR app. They can have multiple different apps, but that is just the different places where people are able to interact with the business, and that is what the front end is. Are you guys able to understand what front end is, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand what front end is? Please guys, do not write present sir in the live chat. I don't take up attendance like that. If you're writing present sir, I'm not going to give you any attendance. Even being there in the boot camp will not get you any certificates right over there if you're writing present, sir. Because that means you're not focused upon the class. What I've asked from you guys is be focused, learn right over here. That is how you get the certificates, right? So be focused, learn right over here as much as possible. That is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in you writing present, sir. That is not helping me at all, right? Okay. Great, guys. Awesome. Now that you guys have got front end, what is the back end right over there? Okay, back end. What do you think will be the back end of a restaurant, guys? Where is this food coming in from? Where is this food coming in from? I'm a user, I'm sitting in the front end, I've ordered some food, I've ordered chicken tandoori, butter masala and naan itself. Where is it coming from? It is coming from the kitchen, right? The kitchen. So I, as a user, can I go to the kitchen? Am I allowed to go into the kitchen? No, right? Only the people, some of the people working in that restaurant are allowed to enter into the kitchen. The kitchen is the place where whatever the user has ordered, whatever the user wants is being made. So it has like burners, right? It has utensils right over there. It has plates. It has a particular refrigerator where all the spices, all the meat, all the vegetables that are required to cook that food that the user has ordered is stored inside of these refrigerator, right? This is what we refer to as the back end of the restaurant. The back end of the restaurant, guys. So if I am ordering, I'm not going to the restaurant, I'm ordering from Zomato, or I'm ordering from Swiggy, or I'm ordering through a delivery partner app itself or something like that. Or am I going to the restaurant and eat? The food is coming from the same back end. The food is coming from the same kitchen itself. It's not as if for Zomato there's a different kitchen, then for Swiggy there's a different kitchen, then for people who are coming and eating there's a different kitchen right over there. No, the same ingredients, the same kitchen, right? Everything is the same. It is servicing all the different front ends right over there, right? So the back end's job is to actually contain your business logic. That is the aim of the backend, to contain your business logic. Now, what do you mean by this business logic? So, what do you think is the... Okay, so let me give you an example so that you are able to understand. Why do I go to a restaurant and order butter chicken? Because I don't know how to make butter chicken. Even if I know how to make butter chicken, it is very it takes up a lot of time, lot of ingredients. My entire kitchen gets messed up creating butter chicken itself. That is the reason why I'm going to the restaurant and eating butter chicken. Now, what will happen in a clean place, in a hygienic place? I'm just ordering stuff. It is coming to my table and I'm eating right over there. I don't have to worry what ingredients is needed, how to cook butter chicken, nothing. I just go and say, I need a butter chicken, and it comes to my place itself. Now, what if the particular cook comes to your place, okay, opens up the burner on your table itself, starts pouring in the tomato, the spices and everything and cooking the butter chicken right in front of you? There are two things that is going to happen. First, the business logic, that is the recipe of butter chicken that was famous for that particular restaurant, has been leaked. Now you know how to create the exact same butter chicken. You can go home and create the exact same flavor at your home as well. You will never go back right over there because now you know how to create the same butter chicken. Secondly, on your table, if somebody is cooking, it's a mess. So if I want to see that mess, I can just go and cook it at my home at 1/10 the price itself. I will be more than happy. I will be able to save a lot of money and I'm still eating that in that mess itself. Right? So that is the reason why they have created a backend, a kitchen where you are not able to see how things are being made. The business logic is safe right over there. Right? That is the aim of the backend, to keep your business logic safe. For Netflix, what is that business logic? The movie recommendation engine. How it is able to recommend you that you have watched One Piece. Okay, let us watch Black Clover as well. You have watched, let's say, Murder Mystery. Let's watch this Murder Mubarak as well. So all these different things, the Netflix recommendation engine, nobody else has it, right? So what Netflix has done, it has kept it a secret in its backend itself. Only a few people working at Netflix are having that access to the code that runs the entire recommendation engine. All these movies, millions of movies and TV series are there on Netflix. You don't have the access to all of them. You cannot store it on your computer. Netflix stores it for you and you are able to stream it from Netflix. That is additional business logic that is there. That is what happens in the back end, guys. Now, again, coming back to the Nike example, Nike is selling their shoes at multiple different locations and multiple different outlets using multiple different means as well. But the shoes are getting produced from the same factory. The shoes are being assembled in the same factory. The shoes are being delivered to these locations via the same things itself, right? So in the similar manner for the front end, whether it is for Netflix, let's see Netflix, right? A website is there, an Android app is there, an iOS app is there, a TV app, a watch OS app, an AR VR app. All these front ends might be different, but the back end sending all the data to these locations are the same. The same backend is sending to these locations. There's just one backend in the back handling all these different front ends. Are you guys able to understand this concept of front end and back end, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this concept of front end and back end, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Now, how do the front end and back end actually talk? How am I able to talk sitting at the restaurant itself? How am I able to order food from the kitchen? How is the food being prepared from the kitchen being served to me? Who is doing this, guys? Can somebody let me know? Who is doing this? When you are sitting in a restaurant, who is taking up your order? Who is bringing your order to your table itself? Who is doing this, guys? Please let me know. The waiter, right? There is a particular person. I'm going to draw a very shitty ass looking waiter. Let's draw the waiter right over here. This is the waiter right over here. He is the person who basically takes your order. What does the user want? He takes it back to the kitchen. He gives it to the chef that, okay, this is what the user wants. The chef, the backend creates that entire thing and gives it to the waiter that, okay, here it is. Here is your particular thing that you have desired. And that is what is being taken back to the particular person, to the particular user, right? This is the job of something called as the API, application programming interface. This is what we call as the API or application programming interface, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. This is what APIs are, or application programming interfaces. This is what helps the front end and back end to communicate. Now, I'm going to give you guys a very, very quick hint right over here for those who are planning to learn front end and back end, guys. It does not matter which front end and which backend you guys are planning to learn. Okay, there are multiple different technologies available right over there: React.js, AngularJS, Next.js, Vue.js in front end. Do not fucking treat HTML, CSS, JavaScript as front end, guys. That is basically like ABCD of English. Okay, you cannot use just ABCD to go through your entire life itself. You need to learn how to create words, you need to learn how to form sentences, you need to learn how to write them, speak them, right? In a similar way, HTML, CSS, JavaScript is just the basics. Okay, that is not even treated as front end. So there's React, there is Angular, there is Vue, there is Next, all these different technologies in the front end. You can learn them. In the back end, you are having, depending upon which particular programming language you guys are using, you will have multiple differend options of backend frameworks as well. So for example, for Python, it will be Django, or there's one more, I forgot the name of that. Then for example, you are having your JavaScript, you're having Node.js, Express. For Go, you are having something. For PHP, you are having Cake PHP itself. For C#, you are having .NET, and so on and so forth. So again, guys, it depends upon what you are trying to do. But again, when building an application, it comes to like what the API, what is the message that you're giving the API. These messages that you're giving to the API is usually in one particular format. There is one particular message that you have to draft, and both the front end and back end is going to use the same messages. So it does not matter which particular front end technology you are using, which particular back end technology you are using. It does not matter at all, because the messages are the same. But what to learn, what not to learn is based off what is the demand in the industry. For example, if you are learning something like Go, right? Very few companies are there who are hiring for Go developers in the backend. So your job opportunities are fairly limited. If you're learning something like Django, right? Python Django itself, again the same problem is there. Python Django is usually required for data analysts and data scientists. It is not required for full stack developers, and there will be very few companies who will be hiring just full stack developers for the same. So again, you will have very few job opportunities available right over there. The same thing happens if you're learning like Vue.js or Next.js in the front end, because only small startups are currently using it. Big MNCs do not really care about these technologies. So you have to think when you're learning things as a fresher, what to learn, what not to learn, even though you can use anything to build any kind of websites, but you still have to think a little bit. So that was my aim of this statement. Okay, so now moving further from front end and back end, the next particular thing is your cloud computing. That is what we are here to learn, right? Cloud computing itself. Dude, I can be a doctor, right? Like, if I am looking at this handwriting, I can definitely be a doctor. I think so, right? I have the potential for that. So, okay, let's try to understand what is cloud computing, right? Let's say we have opened up our very own restaurant, right? The A, B, and C restaurant, the Andi, Bandi, and Chandi restaurant. It's not Sandi. Chandi. Okay, so Andi Bandi Chandi restaurant we have opened up, ABC restaurants. It is going on pretty great. We are earning good amount of money from our first outlet that we have set up. Now I want to franchise. Now I want to open up ABC restaurants at 200 plus locations, guys. 200 plus locations throughout the entire world. What should I do? Should I rent 200 locations out? Or should I buy 200 locations out? What do you think is the better way of opening up 200 locations at once throughout the entire world of our new particular startup or franchise called as ABC, Andi, Bandi, and Chandi? Okay, I'm here to raise $1 million from you guys, and this is my business idea. So guys, what do you think would be a good opportunity for me to rent 200 locations out or to buy 200 locations out? As most of you guys have said it correctly, it is going to be to rent 200 locations out. Why? The first particular question is why? Why to rent? Why not to buy? First, it will help me to lower down my costs. If I want to particularly if I want to buy a particular location, I will have to invest somewhere between 1 to 2 CR per location just to buy that location up. But if I want to rent a location up, I can rent the same location up between like 15,000 rupees to 20,000 rupees per month. That's it. That is going to be my cost to basically rent the place up. So my costs have gone down. Now, if I open up my particular restaurant at one particular place and it does not work well, right? People are not coming in, sales are not happening at that particular location, I can just close that location and open it up at some other place because my money is not that much involved. I can just shift all my appliances to a new location and just start it right over there. So there's a safety involved right over there. But if I buy a location and set things up right over there, I cannot move. I have to be there. I have to wait to sell it up and then only I can move to a new location. So that is also a very good thing, right? So this is where the concept of cloud computing also comes into place in a very similar manner. To understand that, I want you guys to answer me. What is backend, guys? What is backend? Like I said, business logic is there, phalana dimkana is there, all that bullshit that I did right over there. But what exactly is backend? Backend is nothing else but just code. Backend is nothing else but just code right over there. Now, can code remain in air, right? Oh, there is Java going right over there. There is a particular website ka backend going inside of the air itself. There is JavaScript, there is C#, there is C++. No. Right? It needs a device to run upon. It needs a computer to run upon. Now, usually, for example, let's talk about cars, right? How many of you guys like cars? How many of you guys are into cars itself? Please let me know. How many of you guys are into cars? Please let me know. I'm not talking about like Lightning McQueen, right? I'm talking about normal cars itself, right? So everybody loves cars. Okay, BMW, Mercedes, Bentley, Rolls Royce, and all these different fucking very beautiful cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, right? It looks amazing. But these cars are like between like max to max 10 crores, right? 10 crores maximum that you can spend on a car. If you're living outside, then you will get the best car in 10 crores itself. It's pretty costly. I'm not saying it's cheap, but you can get a car for like 2 lakhs as well. You can get a second hand good car in 2 lakhs as well. So cars, as you're able to see, going from one point A to point B, if you want it to be luxurious, if you want it to be fast, you'll have to pay a little bit more, but not a lot. What is an F1 car? What is an F1 car, guys? It is a specialized car. It is a car made for just one particular use case, that is racing, to be as fast as possible, to be as streamlined as possible, to win against the best cars in the entire world. Now, although a normal car will cost us between, let's say, 2 lakh rupees to, let's say, 110 crore rupees itself, but an F1 car just starts from 200 crore rupees. An F1 car just starts from 200 crore rupees itself. It just starts from right over there. So why is there such a big difference between these two cars? Both of them have the same 4 tires. Both of them can be used to go from point A to point B. The only point being that the F1 car is a specialized car made for doing just one particular thing again and again and again and being the best at it. Right? That is the use of an F1 car right over there. Now, the same thing happens between the normal computers that you are using and a specialized computer that is made just to hold the back end code, just to contain and run the back end code itself. These computers are what we refer to as your servers. Although you can definitely use your own computer as well. You can use your own car as well. I have a fucking like a Mercedes Benz. I can use that to go into an F1 racing and I can use it right over there. But not most likely, definitely possible that I'm going to lose that entire race. I'm going to be the last. Maybe I will complete the laps even like 10 days after they have even completed the laps itself, right? I can use my own car to be there, but I'm going to lose every single time. So due to that reason, although you can use your own laptop to run backend code, this is not feasible when it comes to big corporations. They want it to be fast, they want it to be accurate, and for that you have specialized computers called as servers. You can think about servers as nothing else but just a laptop without a screen. Okay, you can think about it as in such a way itself, a laptop without a screen. Let us look at how a server looks like. Okay, so I'll just search for SERVERS servers and I'll go to videos, no, images. Okay, that should be great. So you must have seen some movies or TV series, open image in a new tab, wherein the protagonist enters into a space looking like this, will connect his computer to or a pen drive to one of these devices and be like, I'm going to hack all the data out of it, I'm going to burn all the servers right over here. So maybe you have seen Ant-Man or you have seen movies such as Free Guy, right? So these are all these boxes that you're able to see, these rectangular individual boxes are what we call as a server. These servers have the best CPU, the best GPU, the best RAM, the best storage inside of it, right? So that is the reason why these are very costly. And when I say these are very costly, a good server will start from 60 lakh rupees. You have cheap servers as well. You can use your own computer as a server, but a good quality server starts from 60 lakh rupees. So if I want to build my own website, it is actually pretty difficult for me to buy a server of 60 lakh rupees to maintain it. If it burns, if it gets destroyed, if there is some problem with it, I have to maintain it, I have to fix it up. If it is not usable, I have to replace it. There's so much cost involved with just buying a server and maintaining it on my own. Companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google have very big websites that are running and they require their very own servers, right? They have millions, even hundreds and millions of servers throughout the entire globe, but they're not using these servers all the time. So initially, Amazon basically decided that we are not using these servers. Why not rent it out? Why not rent these servers out? We are not even using these servers. Why not just rent it out to some other people who want to use it? Just charge some few bucks from them, and we will be able to recuperate the cost of the servers at least. And that is when the idea of AWS or Amazon, I'm AWS, or I'm very sorry, I forgot the full form of AWS right now. Oh yeah, I have totally forgotten the full form of AWS. Amazon Web Services. I don't know why my thought process was Amazon Working Services. I have no idea why working was coming in my name itself. So Amazon Web Services was born right over there. And what Amazon Web Services did was, okay, we have a lot of different servers along with us. You want to use a server, you don't have a server, you pay us a renting fees. You use it for a few seconds, you pay for a few seconds. You use it for a few minutes, you pay for a few minutes. You use it for a few years, you pay for just those few years. Okay, you don't have to pay anything extra. We will maintain these servers for you. We will make sure that if any server is going down, we will replace it for you. You don't have to pay us anything else. That is when the concept of cloud computing came into picture. The concept of renting servers from big companies. Now this in the future got a lot more updated. Right now there are multiple different facilities available to you. You don't just have to rent a server, you can just rent some computing points, you can rent some particular storage itself, you can rent some particular applications from these companies, and so on and so forth. Letting you guys just a simple example right over here. You guys have heard about ChatGPT, right? You guys have heard about ChatGPT, guys? Please let me know. Yes, ChatGPT, everybody has heard about it. So ChatGPT is based upon something called as the LLM architecture, large language model architecture of AI. Okay, so these architectures need a lot of training to be done. Okay, by training I mean a lot of computing power to be needed to actually make these AI. For example, a shitty ass model of ChatGPT, if you want to make on your own, if I want to make a GPT type of AI on my own itself, okay, a very shitty, not very good like ChatGPT, a very shitty one right over there, it is going to cost me $800 every time that I'm trying to train it. If I want to train it on my own computer, it is just not possible. It is just not possible. My computer will either die, or it will take me like 700 or 800 years for it to complete its training. Like, I don't have that much time. My 7 generations will die off if I try to do it on my own computer, right? So I will have to rent these things out from these big companies. Every time that I want to train it, it will cost me $800. Now, when you're creating a particular AI like that, it is just impossible that one time you're training and everything is going to work out fine for you. It's going to take you somewhere around 100 to 1000 times that you'll have to train it to create something similar to it. That is the reason why AIs are so costly, like to create for a startup as well. They raise so much funds for it. But just to create an AI, you have to run it. And all these big companies actually take computing powers from Google, Amazon, and Microsoft itself, because they cannot purchase those computers to run these AI or train these AI, because this is just impossible for them to do. These computers cost in billions of dollars itself. These are supercomputers right over there. So they cannot use these supercomputers. They cannot buy these supercomputers to run them. And so these companies, what they have done is they have created a layer of application on top of these servers that basically you just feed them the entire model and it will just train it for you and give it back to you. So you don't have to do it from scratch. So all these things are basically what the cloud computing has transformed into, of various different functionalities and features that it provides. And we are going to look at these different things on our own as well, guys. That is the aim of this bootcamp, to understand cloud computing in its entirety. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Yes, no, what is the scenario? Cloud computing, a little bit. Of course, we are going to dive a lot deeper into cloud computing. That is what we are here for. But are you guys able to get a gist of cloud computing, guys? That is my question for you guys. Everybody? Yes, you guys are intelligent, man. I love you guys. You guys are so intelligent, man. Amazing. Okay, so let's continue from right over there. The last and the final, not the final, the second last and the final thing that we're going to learn about is going to be DevOps. The reason why I'm telling you guys about DevOps is because this is the next bootcamp. Okay, so the aim of these bootcamps is to promote a culture within you where you are learning continuously about new things, new technologies. You're getting a taste of these technologies, and then you decide which particular direction you want to go into. So next bootcamp that I've planned for you guys is actually the DevOps bootcamp that is going to start from, I guess, 23rd of April. So if you guys are interested to continue your journey of learning with us for free, of course, it will also be certified with a DevOps certification itself. So you don't have to worry about that, for free again. But yeah, that is going to be the next bootcamp, guys. I'm just going to give you a small intro to the topic so that you guys are able to understand this. Okay, DevOps is actually pretty simple. Think about it in such a way that it is made up of two words, as you're able to clearly see from here: dev and ops. Okay, development, operations, right? These are the two particular things that it is made up of. Now, DevOps, let's take a very simple example, guys. My friend just got the latest movie or the game that he's playing on his computer. The latest movie, right? Spider-Man 4 or something like that. Or like GTA 5 or GTA 6, whatever the latest game is, right? He has got it on his computer. I'm like, oh, I also want that. I also want to play this game. I give him my pen drive. I give him my hard disk. I tell him to transfer that game or that movie on my hard disk. I take it back to my computer and it is not working anymore. Have you guys also faced these type of problems right over there, guys? Please let me know. Have you guys faced these type of problems when you are in college or maybe with your friends that something is working on their computer but it is not working on your computer, and then you just call them up and you're like, hey, तेरे को बोला था ना डालने के लिए, what have you given to me, what is happening right over here, and then 3-4 bad words that you use, right, thinking it is his fault somehow that it is not working on your computer, right? Now think about a particular organization, a software engineering organization that is there, which has 10,000 developers right over here, and all of them are developing their very own softwares, right? Very own software they are developing. What will happen if something is working perfectly on their computer, but it is not working on their colleague's computer, on their boss computer itself, on their user's computer? That software is not working. Is that software of any use to the company? Think about how many problems it will be happening, that something is working fine on my computer, but on my boss's computer it is not working, on my user's computer it is not working, it is on my colleague's computer it is not working. These type of these are not development problems. Development has been done. The code is working absolutely fine. This is an operations problem, that on multiple devices it should be working exactly the same. It should give the exact same errors. It should show the exact same things. This is where DevOps come into picture. This is one of the problem statements that is being solved by using DevOps. Now in the next bootcamp, we are going to see what are the different problem statements that it solves, how does it solve, which technologies are used right over there, and we'll be learning about these technologies in the next bootcamp, guys. So that is the aim of the next bootcamp. So if you guys are interested, how many of you guys will be interested in a bootcamp on DevOps? I think so. I should have asked that first, right? How many of you guys would be interested in a bootcamp of DevOps, guys? I'm planning that on 23rd right now. So how many of you guys will be interested in something like that? Please let me know. Yes. So if you like this bootcamp, continue your journey of learning with us and participate in the next bootcamp as well. Learn a little bit of DevOps from right over there. Okay. Now the last technology, coming back, last technology right over there. This is not a technology. This is not like, I will not even code it into technology. Cybersecurity bootcamp, guys. I'm not a cybersecurity expert. I'm not a good person to teach you guys about cybersecurity. If I was, I would have definitely taken a bootcamps on that. I have a friend of mine, I've talked to him, but it depends upon his availability. When will he be available to take up a bootcamp? I cannot force him to take up a bootcamp because it's for free. I'm not paying him anything to take up the bootcamps, right? So nevertheless, we will have a bootcamp in the future on cybersecurity, but not right now. Again, I can only teach you guys data structures, algorithms. I can teach you guys full stack development. I can teach you guys data science, artificial intelligence. I can teach you guys how to be a good human. That is all that I can do. But yeah, cybersecurity is not my cup of tea. I'm not the right person to guide you guys in cybersecurity. That would be my suggestion to you guys. I'm always very open with what I think about myself. If I'm thinking that I'm strong at a particular topic, I will definitely help you guys out. If I think that I'm not strong at that, I will definitely tell you guys that, dude, I'm not the right person to learn that from. Right? Okay. So let's move on from right over there, guys. This is not a technology, but an integral part of the process of creating an application, that is UI UX, guys. Okay, front end developers are often referred to as UI developers as well, so please do remember that. But nevertheless, okay, this is the last particular topic, guys, UI UX. So UI UX is basically designers. Okay, these are people who design the website, how the website should look like. Okay, it is basically a photo of the website. That's it. It does not involve any kind of coding. It does not involve any kind of anything, guys. It is basically designing a website. Now, I'm not good at UI UX as well. I'm very shit at it, so I'm not going to take up my drawing skills. You have already checked, right? It's not good. So this is a particular topic that many people are interested because there's no coding involved, right? Many people are like, hey, it's no coding nahi hai, let's go and enroll right over there. Dude, UI UX is not for everybody. Okay, I'm being very clear with it. Very few people actually get placed inside of UI UX because you need to be very good at what you're doing to get placed as a UI UX developer. If ever you want to check how good you need to be placed as a UI UX developer, what you can do is you can just go to Google, search for DRI triple BLE dribble. DRI dribble, guys. You can just search for that, click on it. C#, I will never teach C# to any student of mine. Reason being, because it does not have a future. There's very few placements in C#. Whatever placements are, it's very shitty ass placements right over there. Companies don't want to hire people who already know C#. They will train them when they are into the company. Do not learn C#. That will be my future. My suggestion to you. Okay, so let me just show it to you guys. So those who ever feel that, oh, coding is not my cup of tea, I will try UI UX. If you are able to create websites, not such as this is also a very shady ass website. Just go to the website, okay, good things, just go through them. If you're able to create such type of UI, you can definitely try to become a UI UX developer. But these type of things, you have to create it on your own. You shouldn't copy it from some place. You can take up inspirations definitely, but you should be able to create all this on your own without like having a photograph of something that you're trying to copy. Okay, is .NET a trending technology now? Not at all. It was a trending technology in 2010. Not right now. Okay, which has more. Okay, anybody who's asking me about programming languages, guys, just stop right over there. There's no particular requirement of programming languages. No company is going to hire you based upon that, oh, you know Java, you know Python, come and join my company. Nah, that is never going to happen in the current market scenario. It was never going to happen even 10 years ago as well. I don't know why people believe in this. I have no idea about it, but it is never going to happen. You need to learn technologies, you need to build projects, you need to learn data structures and algorithms, you need to be good at data structures and algorithms as well. That is how you get a job, okay? Or an internship as well. For both, it is right now the same thing. Okay, so now that I've told you guys about all the different pillars of web development itself, I don't think so there is anything left in today's class to teach you guys right now. Tomorrow onwards, what we're going to do is we're going to explore what is this storage that you guys are talking about, right? That cloud computing is used for storage, right? Data storing and all this. That is what S3 buckets are for. We're going to learn about S3 buckets in our tomorrow's class. I'll suggest you guys, before coming to tomorrow's class, try to search a little bit up on Google what is an S3 bucket. Okay, just as a suggestion. But again, I'm going to teach you guys everything from the basics, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now that S3 buckets, yeah, S3 buckets. Okay. Why are you guys writing OS or operating systems in the live chat? Like, whenever you are asking a question, please make sure that the question is actually brief. I'm able to understand the question properly. Otherwise, I'm just going to ignore that question because I'm not able to understand it. Okay. In India, I don't see talk about cybersecurity and game development. What about you, sir? See, in India, I'm having a very clear mindset. I'm not from that particular category in which I try to show dreams to people. I'm not from that particular category. The ground reality in India is that game development and cybersecurity is not treated very to a good extent in India. cybersecurity does not has a lot of job opportunities in India. Whatever job opportunities are that are given to people who have at least 1 to 2 years of experience in full stack development or backend development. These are the people who are onboarded as freshers into cybersecurity. So just a fresher who has no experience about anything getting hired as a cybersecurity, it is very difficult. That is the reason why I usually tell people to leave that behind. If you are interested in cybersecurity, learn it as your hobby, not as a career. Secondly, about game development, the same thing goes on. In India, there are very few game studios, very few placements. Less than 5,000 or 6,000 placements are there in the entire country right now related to game development, where there are basically institutes teaching game development to people. So it is a very competitive market, not a lot of job opportunities. People usually get placed in China. So most of the game developments will be seen in China itself. We are not Chinese. We are not going to go there and work. So we'll not be happy right over there as well. Okay. So yeah, let's continue from right over there. Hi. You want to be on camera? Camera में आना है? आजा. Say hi. Hi बोल दिया. नाम बताओ सबको. नाम बताओ. What is your name? शर्मा आ गई, कोई बात नहीं. अरे चलो जाओ. गो. नहीं क्या नहीं? अब पढ़ा रहा हूँ, थोड़ी देर के बाद आता हूँ. चार आना क्या होता है? जाओ जाओ. थोड़ी देर के बाद आता हूँ, खेलता हूँ तुम्हारे साथ. Okay. What the fuck, bro? Dude, I'm not even married, right? I basically work in office. So the person who makes sure that the office is clean and everything, it's their daughter. So she's a very cute person, so I love to play with her. But yeah, it's not sir की बेटी, ठीक है? मैं जो शादी नहीं हुई, बच्चा करवा दिया इन लोगों ने. We'll move on from right over there, guys. That is what we're going to do from our tomorrow's class, guys. And yeah, that is the aim right over there. Now I'm going to tell you guys about the attendance, okay? The attendance and everything else. Now, one more thing, guys, I wanted to ask you guys about this. Many of you guys have said to me that, okay, we are getting these certificates, we are getting all these different things up, but we need a little bit more than that. So many of you guys asked for some internships as well that we are able to provide for free, right? So due to that very reason, a few, I think so 8 months ago, we started a new program right over there that is called as the citizenship program of DevTown. Okay, the citizenship program is basically an internship program by DevTown. There's a free internship. Again, there's no cost to the internship. You will get internship certificates, letter of recommendation. If you're doing well during the internship, we'll also be providing you guys with stipends. We'll also be having some specific industry leader sessions as well, webinars right over there. You will also be giving opportunities to have some more stipend based internships that you can do during that. And yeah, so how many of you guys will be interested in something like that? Yes, there is merchandises, hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, all that is given to the particular interns. But yeah, again, the internship is completely free of cost. If you're doing well during the internship, we even pay you a stipend. So how many of you guys will be interested in something like that? Please let me know. You guys will be able to understand that. Okay, so for those who are interested in that, I'll give you a brief for that as well. Let me first find the Google form for today's attendance. I don't have it right now. Give me a second, guys. Okay, today's attendance, day one. Dude, nobody created today's attendance itself. Okay, give me a second, guys. I think so I don't have today's attendance. I'll just create the attendance as well in the meanwhile while explaining you guys about the internship. So the internship is basically you don't have to give it a lot of time. Okay, currently we have more than 19,000 interns throughout the entire world. We take up interns from all over the world itself. Your job is basically you as a representative of DevTown in your college. We don't give any work to our interns because we don't have that much manpower to actually help them with like give them work and all that. So it is basically like you will have to give like somewhere around 15-20 minutes throughout the entire internship, not even daily. Throughout the entire internship, you will have to give 10-15 minutes to do a simple work. And that is it. That is your internship. Okay, so what do you get in the internship? So this is it. You will be getting an offer letter, an internship completion certificate, a letter of recommendation, monthly access to free exclusive certified courses via DevTown. For example, the last month we gave a 30 hours free AI and Python course to our students. This month we are planning to give a 30 hours long front end web development course to our interns itself. We want our interns to be continuously learning. We want them to be updated about the latest technologies. That is the reason why we provide them with these free certified courses. Monthly access to premium bootcamps and lectures. So these are separate. These are on Zoom classes that we organize for the interns because they are representing us in certain ways in their colleges. We want them to be meeting up with industry leaders, meeting up with product managers, meeting up with senior software engineers, meeting up with hiring partners itself. That is the aim. Goodies, stipends, okay, mugs, hoodies of DevTown, of course, not of any other company. We have only of DevTown that we can give. That is what happens during the internship. Now, for those who are interested to become a part of that, you guys can just mark interested right over here. Somebody from DevTown will be reaching out to you and will be giving you a small task to complete, because we want people who are interested to becoming a part of this community. So this small task might be just share 5 reels with us related to software development, 5 memes with us related to programming, related to Python, maybe create a WhatsApp group for us, maybe promote the bootcamp within your college. So it might be a certain small task. Those students will be completing that small task, will be onboarded as citizens at DevTown. They will be provided with an offer letter as well immediately, and a WhatsApp group to stay connected with us. So that is how we are going to go further with it. And for those students who want to be a part of the next particular bootcamp, that is the DevOps bootcamp. This is going to be the question for the DevOps bootcamp that is going to happen on 23rd. So you can just mark yes and you will be registered for that. Okay, so I'm going to create the attendance for you guys. Give me a second. It might take me a second or two to create the attendance for you guys. How the attendance is going to be taken up? So I'm going to give you guys a particular Google form link. You will have to fill up the Google form link on a daily basis. Every day the link will be given to you guys in the middle of the class. Today it was the end of the class. You'll have 5 minutes to fill up the attendance. Today is the first day. Take up 10 minutes, 15 minutes to fill up the attendance. Tomorrow onwards it will just be 5 minutes. So if you're not present live in the class, you're not listening to me at the right time, you'll just miss out on the attendance. It's as simple as that. And your certificate is just gone from right over there. It's as simple as that. We want to provide the certificates to only those students who are learning right over here, who are putting in the efforts right over here. These are the students that we want to reward as well. Okay, so let me just create the particular thing for you guys. Give me a second or two, guys. I'm still creating it. Let me delete the particular thing from right over here. Delete. How can I delete it? Is there no way of deleting it? Yes, again guys, for the past 7 days I was not available. Many of you guys who might have done the task for the citizenship program, I'm the one responsible for sending you guys the offer letter and everything. So I was not available. My grandfather died. So as you're able to see from my head itself, that is the reason why for the previous bootcamp, I had to leave the bootcamp in the middle of the bootcamp as well. I'm not able to send the certificates. By tomorrow, I will be able to send the certificates. Yes. Okay. So like I said, by tomorrow, if you are not able to receive it, just send an email to certificates@devtown.in and we will be able to help you out from right over there. Again, for the past 7 days, I was not available at all, guys. That is the reason why, and I'm the only person responsible for sending the certificates, for sending the offer letters and everything else as well. The reason I don't want to give this in hands of somebody else, I believe in the fact that if I'm able to do it on my own, that will be better for most of the people. So yeah, because I don't want anybody else to take up some wrong things from right over there. That is the reason why. But nevertheless, guys, so like I said, I'm going to provide you guys with the attendance link right now. Give me a sec. Okay, the next bootcamp is going to be DevOps. And it is going to start from the 23rd of April. Okay. Okay, so I'll just delete this. Delete. Wired. and done. Okay, so I'm going to provide you guys with the attendance right now. The attendance link is now in the live chat, guys. You guys can start filling up the attendance. If you're getting an error like traffic error or something like that, just refresh or reload the page. It will just go away, because a lot of people will be trying to access the attendance link. If you're getting a traffic error or something like that, just refresh or reload the page itself. It will work for you. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Please do make sure that you are able to fill up the attendance link as soon as possible. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Okay, I've made a mistake in writing DevOps. No issues in that. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I'll just correct it. DevOps. Thank you so much, guys. Like I said, guys, people have started filling up their attendance as well. So please start filling up the attendance. These links for attendance. Yes, this link is for attendance itself. Start filling up the attendance, guys. If you're getting a traffic error or something like that, just refresh or reload the page. It will work fine for you. Okay. So the attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up the attendance. Okay. Please start filling up the attendance, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up the attendance. Okay. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. In the meanwhile, I'll be there for the next few minutes as well, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Making your own OS. Arya, just do a simple YouTube search. Like when I was in 9th standard, some like shitty ass guys in my class used to do this Google search on how to make your own OS and used to create it. That is one of the worst projects that you can actually create, because usually creating your own OS, what you guys are going to do, it's not a very good project. It's a very, very bad project itself. OYO bootcamp. Sahil, like I've already said, I was not available for the past few days due to my grandfather passing. Tomorrow from 7 p.m. onwards, we'll be having our OYO bootcamp. We'll start with our OYO bootcamp, and then from 8:15 we'll have the new bootcamp. I'm very sorry, Sahil. I would have taken up the bootcamp in its entirety right over there, but the grandfather passing was something that I had not foreseen properly, and I'm very sorry, guys. I'm very sorry for that. So please reply. I had a doubt which has higher demand in the future and which has better salary package, full stack development or data science. I will definitely suggest full stack development, because no matter what happens, it is always going to have a much higher demand than data science. Always. Because data science is a very small part of an application. The entire application is full stack development, right? Okay. And do not confuse full stack web development with full stack development, please. Okay. I'm talking about full stack development, not full stack web development. Okay. I want to join full stack web development. Who can I contact? Ning Yuk Book. You can just contact me on Instagram. DevTown on Instagram itself will help you out from right over there. What is the difference between DevOps and cloud computing? The same difference between your computer and you making sure that there are thousands of computers in your home and everything is working absolutely fine. There's no problems whatsoever. So it's basically like I've already given the example between DevOps and cloud computing. Just go back, reverse the video. There's a YouTube video. Go back, watch it once again. You will understand it. Otherwise, if you're still not able to understand it, this bootcamp is on cloud computing. The next bootcamp is on DevOps. You will be able to understand the difference very well. Okay. Please take a bootcamp on machine learning. Definitely in the future, I'm definitely going to do that. It's computer programming experience good plus point in resume for third-tier college students? Absolutely yes, but good competitive programming, not competitive programming on Geek for Geeks and Hacker Earth and Hacker Rank. I'm talking about Lead Code, Code Chef, Code Forces. This is what you need to focus upon. Android developer died in, I think so, 2016 itself. There's no concept of Android development anymore. It's full stack developers. Like I said, not full stack web developers, full stack developers. They work on cross-platform mobile application development. Applications that can work as an Android app, as an iOS app, as a TV app, as a watchOS app. These are called as cross-platform mobile application development. For that, you have to learn React Native. Okay, not Android development. Please be aware of that. What is the difference between full stack web development and full stack development? So full stack web development focuses upon like back end, front end, but in front end specifically on website development. Whereas a full stack developer focuses upon cross-platform mobile application development. That includes websites, that includes Android apps, iOS apps, WebOS apps, TV apps, WatchOS apps, everything else. So, but although it looks like a lot of different things, it is basically two things, React and React Native. That's it. Okay. The previous bootcamp is not yet over. Okay. What should be the exact roadmap for SDE? Focus upon one technology, okay, with good projects inside of that technology, and focus upon data structures and algorithms and computer programming. For any kind of technical job role, this is going to be your roadmap forever. Is DevOps of the same category as Agile methodology? No, not at all. Agile methodology is under product management. DevOps is under something else. It's under tech. Okay, web development is trend now, but what it will be trending in the future? For the next, see, there's no fucking trend. Okay, web development is what the internet is. So when the internet was created, from that point of time till the point when the internet is going to be in use, I think so. In our generation, till the point that we are dead, internet is going to be there. Until unless the world fucks itself over using nuclear missiles, I don't care about that, but it is going to be there. Till the point where internet is there, web development is always going to be there in the same demand. Okay. What has a higher salary package, full stack web developers or data science? Again, both of them, depending upon how much you are learning it, they will have the same salary itself. But it depends. For example, which college are you from? What type of hirings is there? If you're not from any particular good college, then how are you applying? How much are you learning right over there? If you're not from a good college, then full stack web development is going to have a higher salary package. If you're from a good college, from like tier 1 or tier 2 college with good placements in your college, then data science is going to have a higher package. It depends, like I said. What is the average salary of DevOps freshers? Zero. Nothing. Okay, being very frank with you guys, if you're a front-end developer, if you're a back-end developer, if you're a DevOps engineer, if you're a cloud computing engineer, if that is what you're thinking, I'm going to learn cloud computing, I'm going to get a job, zero package for you. Companies are no longer interested in people like these. Companies are interested in full stack people. If you're a full stack developer, then you can ask me about what is going to be your average salary. Okay, MongoDB versus SQL, you will have to learn both eventually. You don't have an option right over there. From where do we need to start for career in cloud? Start from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then go towards front-end development, then go towards back-end development, then go towards cloud using AWS. Whatever front-end and back-end that you have developed, try to deploy it. That is how you start learning cloud. Okay. What is the average salary of full stack web developers? Right now, 16 to 18 lakhs per annum. AIML is good for best career? Not at all. Absolutely not at all. Reason being, AI and ML companies, data science, that is not, there's nothing called as AI ML. Okay, first of all, please try to understand this. If you are telling AI ML, it basically means you're trying to say to somebody that I'm currently learning arithmetics and addition. Addition is a part of arithmetics. They are not two separate topics itself. Similarly, machine learning is a part of AI. They're not two separate topics. It's just AI that you're learning. Just learning AI has no future anywhere in the entire world. You have to learn data science. Under data science, one of the tools that you have to use is AI. Okay, so that is what you have to learn. Now, for data science, companies don't have a lot of demand. Even though you see a lot of demand, but there's not a lot of demand right over there. The demand is for just two categories of people. One are good people with good package. Other one is shitty people with shitty package. Now, shitty people with shitty package, demand is a lot. Like 3 lakh rupees per annum, 3.5 lakh rupees per annum, 4 lakh rupees per annum. Per annum means in your jab, in your pocket, per month you will get 25,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees. Okay, I pay my maid a lot more than that. Maid gets paid 45,000 rupees right now. So think about it first. The higher packages that are there in data science that are only given to people, they're of limited quantities. So there's a lot of choosing for the companies to take up people. So they only offer it to people from the best colleges in India. They directly go to IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, and they will just hire the top talent from right over there. They don't have the time to go over through the entire country and bring talents from there itself. So that is what happens. Okay. So I want to learn Web3. How can I learn? Do not learn Web3. Web3 is dead right now. Dead like 20 feet into the ground. There's no funding in Web3 right now. Investors have moved on from Web3. Most of the jobs that people had, they have already been relieved of those jobs itself. So always my suggestion is become a software engineer, a good software engineer. Okay, that will be my suggestion. Do not focus on front end, back end, or DevOps, cloud computing, or AI, ML, or whatever the case is. Just focus upon becoming a good software engineer. Get a software engineering job role, and that is how your career will bloom. Okay. Okay, so we'll meet in our next particular class, guys. Average package of data scientists. For data scientists, you need 3 years of experience first of all. Okay, so you become a data analyst or a data engineer when you are a fresher, and an average package will be around 12 lakhs per annum for them. So you don't become a data scientist directly. For that, you need at least 2 to 3 years of experience to become a data scientist. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. For those who have missed out on the attendance link is in the live chat. Please make sure that you guys are able to fill up your attendance on time itself. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.